Hey, how's it going there? This is your Uncle Steve on an unusual Wednesday. So if you know that's what's going on, if I'm coming here on the Wednesday, you know what that means. Breaking news. That's right. We got breaking news today. Matthew Judon is going to be a part of the Atlanta Falcons. Just coming down a couple of hours ago. What does this mean for the team? What does this mean for you as a fan? As Uncle Steve comes to you on a Wednesday. Let's What's going on, everybody, and how you doing? And welcome into Uncle Steve's Lounge. We are here on a Wednesday evening, August 14th, and I have no reason to come in here on a Wednesday unless there is news. And yes, there is news. The Atlanta Falcons have gone out and showed not only this fan base, but probably the rest of the NFL that we ain't playing this year. After rumors of all types of defensive specialists coming in here, the Atlanta Falcons pulled a trigger today and bring in pass rush specialist Matthew Judon from the New England Patriots. Now, I want to make it clear to every Patriot fan out there, this doesn't make up anything. We still ticked off at y'all. You're not going to get any, you're not going to get any love from us. If you're expecting any type of accolades, no, you're not going to get it. But we appreciate it, though. Third round draft pick, 2025. It's a pretty good price. But we should be getting back arguably, the best pass rusher we've had since John Abraham. Quite possibly. No, I'm not ignoring the one-hit wonder year of Vic Beasley. But it's obvious that the Falcons are going all in. And what better way than to show this fan base we are serious than to go out and get one of the premier pass rushers over the last 4 or 5 years. Again, if y'all coming in for the first time, welcome into the lounge. We appreciate you having us here, whether you're on YouTube, whether you're on Facebook. Thank you very much for coming in. Hit that like button for your unk. If you can. If you haven't subscribed on YouTube, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Like the video for. We appreciate it. But let's get into it, man. I mean, this is a pretty decent move for the Falcons. And not to say that I don't think we're going to have to pay him. He doesn't come here unless he's going to get paid. So get ready to hear some numbers you're probably not going to be crazy about. Because Matthew's going to get every bit of close to $25 million a year. Bet on it, count on it, it's coming. Now, the funniest thing is, of course, we here have been counting the Falcons' wallets lately, as we should. It's our team. Justin Simmons was probably on that Delta flight headed toward New Orleans, and then the breaking news, like, wait a minute. Who y'all going to get? Honey Badger calling him. Come on, Justin. Come on, Justin. Justin, like, whoa, hold on one second. They got who? He might be turning right back around. I know I would. Think about this. The Falcons have proven on both sides of the ball now, with this move with Judon, this March's move with Kirk Cousins, the April move with Michael Penix Jr., that this is not a rebuild, folks. They're going all in. And Terry Fontenot, who quite honestly, remember a few months ago when they fired Arthur Blank and there was no sign of Terry at the table and everybody was saying, oh, wait a minute, where's Terry? Where's Terry? And Terry's like, hey, let me tell y'all what's getting ready to happen. We getting ready to go all in. Because I'm not going to have a moment where I get blamed for anything. I'm going to go get my quarterback. I'm going to get my pass rusher. I'm going to get my quarterback for the future. Yeah, Terry's stacking the table because whether Raheem was here or not, Terry's about job security right now. That's what this move is. So I say more power to it. I love it. You're in an NFC South that you're probably a couple of players away previously before we made the Cousins move, before we made this move a couple of hours ago. Yeah, you got to say, before this, we were Vegas's favorite. Are we a favorite to possibly be top three in the NFC? I've had this conversation before, y'all. The NFC is not, it's not like it can't be taken. I love Frisco. I would say they're borderline elite, if not elite. But dude, any other team in the NFC can be taken. So why not us? And why not make this move now? Brilliant. If you're Terry, this is the year to do it. This is the time to do it. And I'm telling you, if they can mess around and Judon saved like a couple extra dollars to bring Justin Simmons back there in that secondary to help out, woo! We talking about a Detroit move where we could be in that NFC championship game this year. Let's see what happens, man. Let's see what happens. So we're going to go into the chat. I want to hear what y'all got to say, man. I love the move. I love the move. I think it's great. Y'all tell me how y'all feel about it. RJ Falcons is first up in the house. What's going on, RJ? He said, let's go. Good night to you, my friend. Good to see you in the house. Perennial all-star David Starks is in here as well. What's going on, brother? He said, what's up, Steve? As much as I love the move, what's the number on the new contract? Because that's why he wanted out of New England. And that's one of the things that I told folks. It wasn't like I was saying, I don't want Hassan Reddick here. I don't want Matthew Judon here. But the truth of the matter is, it's going to cost you. And Judon ain't coming for a hometown discount. You know this. Now, again, let me make it clear. I'm not trying to count Arthur Blank's money. If Arthur want to go out and spend all this money and go for it, then shoot, let's do it. The fans deserve it. Don't you think how much this is going to stir things up to know that your owner is going for it after all these years? We had to wait a couple of years. Come on, man. I love it. Matthew Heath in the house. What's going on, Matthew? I'm calling you Matthew. That's big Travis, bigger than Mess. That doesn't even make sense, man. Let's try that again. Travis in the house. What's going on, Travis? How you doing, sir? My eyes getting bad. Love this move. Shows we are committed to winning. Yes, we are, Travis. Yes, we are. Dexter Owens is here. I knew Dexter was going to show up. Dexter's been hollering about the new team, about new people on this team. He said, let's go. I'm so happy. I ain't been this happy in a long time. If we get Simmons too, they're going to say we cheat. Terry is back in the kitchen. Here's the crazy thing, man. Again, you can imagine Justin Simmons getting on the plane. Oh, man. Shoot. Thought I was going to play for the Falcons. And you know Delta, that zone one. Justin getting on the plane. As soon as he sit down, his alert go off right before he have to put his thing in airplane mode. Falcons trade for Matthew Judon. Whoa. No. Let me get off. That would be beautiful if we could still get him. I'm telling you, we still get him, man. It's on. It's on like they say. It's on like Donkey Kong. Shaka Zulu's in the house. What's going on, Shaka? He said only decent on. Come on. I gotta give a better adjective, I guess. Gotta give a better adjective. James Shank is in the house. What's going on, James? How you doing, brother? He said, how do we get under the cap? Again, I can watch as much spot track as I want to. But I know this, James. And it's a great question. No, I'm not being sarcastic, smart aleck at all. That's the first thing I think. That's the first thing I thought. Ooh-wee, we got to pay a lot of money. Here's what I do know, James. I've watched our arch nemesis down there in the bayou get over on the salary cap for the last decade and a half. And part of that team of getting over on the cap is now our general manager. So, again, whatever it takes. It might take a little bit. Speaking of money, speaking of some love going towards you, Big Boy Brewski is in the house. What's going on, Big Boy? And for that, you get the super chat. You know that super chat is true. I know that super chat is so true. Thank you, Big Boy. We appreciate you, brother. Thank you for coming in the house. He said a trade. We need it. Loved it. I mean, you gotta love it. Brewski, I know as long as you've been a fan, we have been sitting here talking about when were we going to make a move that made these fans say, okay, y'all, now let's look and see what the Falcons are doing. This is one. Matthew Judon, I'm looking at the numbers, folks. 2019, 9.5 sacks. Four forced fumbles on top of that. His forced fumble number is pretty good. 6 sacks in 2020. 12.5 sacks in 21. 15.5 sacks in 22. Shoot, he only played 4 games last year, and he still got 4 sacks. What have the Falcons done as far as sacks in the last 4 years. Now, granted, we brought in Methuselah last year in Calais Campbell, and God bless Calais. And it took a 36, 37-year-old man to lead us in sacks. Just because he just could. Now, I know first thing everybody's going to say, isn't Judon just getting ready to hit his 30s? Let me tell you something. You got to take a chance. You got to take a chance. I'm willing to take that chance. And I applaud Terry for going out there and making a move that he knew we needed to do. My brother Greg is in the house from Greg Custom Kicks. What is going on, my friend? How you doing out there? Greg is going to join us this weekend on Saturday. I'm going to mention it a couple of times. I'll bring up the flyer as well. We're going to be at Benchwarmers in Stockbridge. Everybody can come on. Going to be watching that game at noontime. For those of you who just, don't have anything else to do, come on back and chill with your guys. Gonna watch some preseason game and talk about. I'm trying to pull it up right here while I'm doing that. While I'm pulling it up, we're gonna talk about the trade. So y'all make sure y'all check us out, especially Greg, who will be there for a shoe reveal for Uncle Steve. He got some custom-made shoes from Greg's Custom Kicks. And we're going to do this thing up right. So y'all make sure y'all check us out on Saturday at noon. The game starts at noon. That's what I was trying to get. I was trying to share the screen. I apologize. Y'all were like, what's taking you so long, man? Here you go. So we're going to be at Benchwarmers. Y'all make sure y'all check us out this Saturday. Greg says, we playing out here up on both sides of the ball. We are. It's going to be nice, man. It's going to be nice. Let's get it. GA is in the house. What's going on, my friend? Good to see you up in here. Y'all make sure y'all check him out on his YouTube channel. He said, what's up, this move Terry made today? He's telling the fan base that he's all in. And he legitimately has put the NFC on notice. Again, remember, y'all, this is not a crazy top-heavy NFC. If we were in the AFC, I ain't gonna lie to you, I'd probably be a little bit on a different page. The AFC is much heavier. The NFC can be had. We're a couple of moves away. It can happen. So he's absolutely right. And my brother Larry from the Dixon Way in the house. Larry with the best live reaction videos that you have right now in the Atlanta content creator area. He does it all. He does Braves. He does Hawks. He does Falcons. He does Georgia Bulldogs. He'll probably do hopscotch. Matter of fact, I had heard a rumor he was doing breakdancing during the Olympics. I heard he was. I don't know if it's true, but I heard he was calling the Olympics breakdancing. I'm sure he'll verify. Y'all make sure y'all check out the Dixon Way over there. He said, hey, Steve, we play spades. And Terry just called rock. Didn't even ask me how many books I had. We go and rock. And if you give me 2 books, we go in Boston, baby. Super Bowl or bust. I said it. Folks, that's not. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you what you have to do in order to get to the Super Bowl. Honestly and truly, did the Atlanta Falcons have the best team in the NFC in 2016? If we're being honest with each other. No. We really didn't. Not on paper. I was happy if we would have got a wild card. People keep forgetting 2015, we were coming off the Cam Dap season. We were coming off all of the New Orleans was still kind of New Orleans. So going into 2016, if we made the wild card, that was going to be success. But we got hot. And all you have to do is get hot with a talented team. And you can't tell me the addition of Judon, the addition of Cousins, the addition of Mooney, the addition of last year with Bijan. This team is going in the right direction, and Terry is cooking with Crisco. Love it. Scooter Rain in the house. What's going on, Scoop? How you feeling, brother? Said Terry not being there still look like a still looked a little fishy. Hey, you ain't lying, because I know everybody was talking about that press conference. Like, what's Terry doing? Oh, Terry's working with the players. I'm like, It's like it's Terry when we looking outside for Georgia Peach Movers, trying to see if they were pulling up to his office. They didn't even let Arthur Smith. I wonder who came in there and packed Arthur Smith's bags when he got fired. Because basically he was fired probably on the plane. They come up and pack up his bags for him. But boy, Toy in the house. What's going on, brother? Good to see you, man. Appreciate you joining us on Uncle Steve's Lounge. Again, if y'all joining us on Facebook, if y'all joining us on YouTube, please make sure you like the video. On YouTube, make sure you throw that sub in there. We appreciate it. Talking about breaking news today, Atlanta Falcons trade 3rd round pick. That's pretty high. 3rd round pick for Matthew Judon. Travis Preston, that's my buddy in the house. What's going on? A very happy anniversary to brother Travis. Happy wedding anniversary to you, my friend. Travis said it's been a long time coming. But I know a change is going to come. Terry went deer hunting. He went deer hunting, but came home with a moose. Travis, you ain't lying. You ain't lying, brother. This is all right. This is all right with me. Nando in the house. What's going on, my friend? Good to see you in here. Love everybody coming in here to chat with you on a day we did not expect here in Atlanta. Nando says 12-5 and winning it all. This is my season prediction before this trade. We're winning the Super Bowl. I can live with that. I can live with that prediction. Again, why not? Why not? Tell me a reason why not after going. What has everybody been clamoring for? It's, we got the offensive line. We got a tight end. We got a quarterback. We got one cornerback in the back. We got an all-pro safety. What's the first thing everybody say? You need a pass rush. You need an elite pass rusher. It's only a handful of people better than Matthew Judon. It's only a few. It's not like he's not top 10. He's easily top 10. Worried about injuries from last year? Of course you would be. But we're worried about Grady from last year. But I'll ride that. I'll ride that wave. We can do it. David Starr says, absolutely, the NFC can be taken. I wasn't scared of San Francisco before. There were parameters in place to trade him to Pittsburgh. I really ain't scared now. Ain't never scared. Ain't never scared. Ollie Mike in the house. What's going on, brother? How you feeling, man? Good to see you in here. He's a high unk, maybe with the Judon signing that will sway Simmons our way. Man, I hope so. I hope that is so. Because if the last two teams that he was planning on visiting were the Falcons and the Saints, after this move here, what team would you pick? I mean, which team would you pick, honestly? And I'm going with the Birds. Ricky Gaines in the house. What's going on, brother? Ricky says, "Oh, I don't have any words right now. I could cry." Hey, man, bruh. All I'm saying is now, boy, I'm so ready for this Pittsburgh game. Man, I'm ready for this Pittsburgh game. Especially now. David Starr says, was talking about Ayuk in the last post. Yeah, Brandon Ayuk, yeah. Going to the Steelers. That ought to be interesting, too. And Tavius, what's going on, bro? I ain't see you in a minute. You doing all right, my friend? Happy to hear this news? I hope you are. Y'all, again, if y'all see on the big page right here, this Saturday, we are going to be at Bench Warmers in Stockbridge. Come check out a lot of your favorite Atlanta content creators out there, myself included. And we're just going to have a good time, man. We're going to start the party up around 11 o'clock. Game time starts at 12. Again, this is a perfect, if you don't have anything to do thing, it's 12 o'clock. You don't spend your whole Saturday. Game probably over at 3. Again, half of y'all probably be gone by 2. And you got the rest of the Saturday to do what you're going to do. Come hang out with your boys. Y'all enjoy us over there at Bench Warmers. Take off this thing right quick. 1375 Rock Quarry Road in Stockbridge. Easier said, if you are familiar at all with I-75, it's I-75 South. It's exit 224. If you're coming from the north side, exit 224, Eagles Landing exit. Off the exit, I think you take a left off the exit and another left. It's less than a mile from the exit. I'm not even sure it's a half mile from the exit. But y'all come join us, man. Have a good time. There will be wings at the beginning, complimentary. Anything you do after that is you on your own. We'll give y'all a little bit of food. Scooter said Terry in a dark room cooking the books. Terry said, "What you talking about, man? Oh, we signed Kirk Cousins for, I thought it was less than that. Like I told you, man." Dude, Terry know what he doing, man. Terry knows what he doing. And that's why I still think this Justin Simmons thing, don't be shocked. Don't be shocked. Now, the only thing about the Justin Simmons deal is I wonder, Matthew Judon is going to sign long term. Do you honestly think that they're going to have enough in the kitty to give Justin enough long term? Or this just might be a short term move? Might just be short term. David starts saying, "Now you got me wanting to listen to Spandau Ballet." I used to love that song, man. Remember that song when I was in school? Used to love that song. Dre, what's going on, brother? My cousin being out for the season is heartbreaking. You talking about brother Braylon Trice. I tell you, man, that's a big move, but that's probably, I don't know what he wants to say, fortunately or unfortunately, that's probably what triggered this move here. They needed to make a move. I think they had planned on Braylon Trice being an absolute problem this year. Not to the tune of 10 sacks, but a young gun that's going to be trouble. Now, think about this. If you do, which I'm pretty sure we'll hear within the next day or two, they're going to sign Judon to a big deal, and they'll probably front load it so they can have some money for the next couple of years. Now, if you have Judon in here to teach these young boys, Ebiketie, Braylon Trice, Harrison, if you can get him in here to teach these guys how to do some things, oh, man, all of a sudden, think about Grady now. Grady's like good. Now they have some. Whoever's on the other side of Matthew Judon is about to eat. You can't double both of them. But they about to eat, man. We setting this up. Millie Mills. Millie said, it only took a third, huh? You know, it's funny, Millie. I was trying to tell my my son about that, about the value of these picks. It's two reasons why it would only take a third. Well, maybe a few more reasons. One, his age. Two, he's coming off injury. And three, quite honestly, there are only a handful of people in the NFL right now that are worth a number one pick. Now, obviously, quarterbacks are going to be top of the food chain on that because it's the most important position in North American sports. But even at that right now, if you start talking about the elite of the elite, the only quarterbacks right now that's going to garner a number one pick, obviously Mr. Mahomes, probably Mr. Burrows. I'm putting an S on his name, right? Isn't it Burrow? That way, like that we did Keith Brookings. We did Brookings like that for years. Keith Brookings. You talking about wide receivers? Justin Jefferson is probably a first round pick. That was my argument with my son. Tyreek is not going to garner a number one pick, a first round pick, I should say, because he's a little older. As talented as he is and as great as he is, he'll get like a second round pick. Mario, what's going on, Mario? How you feeling, brother? He said, get Simmons and we set. Rise up. Yes, sir. That's what we're supposed to. Jamal D is here. What's going on, Jamal? Good to see you, brother. ATL Skate Man. We got everybody in the house today. What is going on? I got the applause button rolling. Appreciate you in here. Jimmy Wayne is in the house. What's going on, Jimmy Wayne? Hey, man, I can't even get the thing in here. What's up, Jimmy? He said Judon with Harrison and Lorenzo is very good. I forgot all about Zoe. Not to mention our interior. The interior, I'm not worried about. Jimmy, you think about the depth now that we have on the interior. And we had a decent interior already, but you're right, Jimmy. We on point, bro. Jamal say Terry F, baby. That we put Artie Smith's things in a trash bag and sent to UPS. No, FedEx. The next day air. Oh man, y'all wrong, man. They talk about people up in Pittsburgh already want him out. Ain't even had one preseason game. ATL Skate Man says Desmond helped pack Arthur Smith's bag. Who is Desmond?
I love Desmond.
Oh no. I'm not getting rid of it, man. I thought I was, but I'm never getting rid of that sound. Oh man. Jay Coop, what's going on, brother? How you feeling? He said, they could have traded a second for his do people not understand Judon played 4 years last year. He had 4 sacks. The year before he had 15 and a half sacks. Let's go. Absolutely. Again, New England is absolutely rebuilding. They're rebuilding, and they're trying to get all the numbers off their books that they can. For them, this is gold because New England's not going to do anything for the next 2-3 years. And they got all that Super Bowl equity that can probably hold the fans over for probably about 2 years. Maybe about 2 more years. But New England's not worried about that. Jamal D said, on God, Desmond, Kyle, Bijan. Oh, yeah, man. This team all of a sudden got special. I might have to change my prediction from 10-7 to 11-6. I was already waffling. I might have to go to a different 11 now. John Brooks, what's going on, man? How you doing, John? Ain't seen you in a minute. He said, now that we got our pass rusher, Justin Simmons, come on home, bro. You don't want to play for a broken car. I see what you did there. Oh, man. Octavian says, I'm loving what I'm seeing, Unc. I've just been working like crazy. Yeah, I understand, brother. Yeah, this summer been kind of workaholic-ish for me, too. So trust me. I just can't wait till September, brother, so we can talk. We can talk this real football stuff. Get to this Pittsburgh game so we can beat them by 10 and shut everybody up. Dexter says, this what gets me. Thomas D didn't care who we lost. He would not make no trades. The best trade he made was Samuel. Terry swinging, even if he loses his job, he's going out with a bang. Love the aggressiveness. I think so too. I'm always going to give Terry. I'm sorry. I'm always going to give Thomas Dimitroff his flowers because he was the GM during probably the best period of our franchise. Did he make some head scratching moves? Absolutely. But I'll give him his love for the first couple of years. He brought in Michael Turner. They obviously made the decision to draft Matt Ryan and not go with a veteran quarterback. Got with somebody who stayed with us for a while. I know the last couple of years weren't that great. And quite honestly, he has a Super Bowl appearance in his resume. Wish we could have finished it off, but he does. I'm not trying to tell you I want him back. I'm just saying I don't want to dog him out completely. Not completely. T Walker in the house. What's going on? Unc. That noise y'all heard in the A was we screaming with joy from Orlando. Yes, bro, scream on. It's going to be nice. What's going on? And please make sure I'm pronouncing this right. Malachi? What's going on? And I apologize, charge it to my head, not my heart. He said, all we need now is Justin Simmons. Let's go. Man, I hear a lot. I like that. David says, if Judon does what he's supposed to do, AJ must catch the ball where mistakes are made. This is true. We need good play from AJ, and we need some interceptions. We need interceptions this year. I'll still take defended passes, but we need some more turnovers. We didn't really maximize those turnovers last year. With a legitimate pass rusher now on this team, we need to maximize that. Jamal D says, I feel like the AJ extension is coming next. Oh, I'm 100% sure with the money we getting ready to spend, an AJ deal is getting ready to come. And then think about it. If you're AJ and you say, oh, they bring it in Judon. Now, I know y'all going to pay me too, right? I'm pretty sure. I mean, so this works for everybody. It really does. In the house, Big Low Country Sports in the house. I just was watching him a few minutes ago. And just to see and hear the excitement in the community. And it was very much displayed in Big Low's live a few minutes ago. Y'all make sure y'all check my brother out. Y'all already know who he is. Big Low Country Sports. A good old country boy that just can't sing as good as me. That's his only flaw. Brother still think he can sing. I mean, sometimes, you got to have reality checks. You remember that? You remember when we used to go out for like the choir? And then you had the top people that could sing, and then you had the people in the back. They didn't let them get up front. I mean, every now and then the camera would pan over to them, but for the most part, they sit back there in the back. That was a little low. That was before he was Big Low. That was a little low. But we still love him. They gonna get me for that. Bigelow's gonna be there. That's another great Atlanta Falcon content creator that's gonna be at Benchwarmers this Saturday, as y'all see on the screen. He says, ironically, the 3rd round pick is the same pick we used to get Braylon Trice. I see what you're saying there. And again, Lo, as I was making the point, now, yeah, it's hard that Braylon's gonna be out this year, but man, when he comes back, he's gonna have a true mentor. He's gonna have somebody seriously that he can learn some pass rush from. I mean, last year, not trying to say Calais couldn't teach him anything. Calais was taking them senior days with the veteran days. So you got somebody now. Don't get me wrong, he ain't 25, but Judon can probably still teach these boys what's going on. Greg says Judon is a long way and better decision than Andre Bruce and Parade Jerry. Yeah, man. Hey, no argument there at all. No argument. That one Falcon fan in the house. What's going on, brother? He said, "What's good, up? The stars are aligning, but if we get Simmons, we are cooking." Well, I'm just waiting. If I could just hear the news, that's the next breaker I need to hear. Justin Simmons. Justin Simmons jumps off Delta flight headed to New Orleans, changes his mind, goes up to Roost Chris with Arthur Blank, and signs a contract. that would make my day. Backtown Dirty, what's going on, Backtown? How you feeling, brother? He said, what we talk about, You don't know? Big news today, breaking news, Atlanta Falcons trade a 3rd round pick in 2025 for the services of one Matthew Judon. One guy who, yeah, man, he's that guy. He's that guy. Dexter says, I think you can get a first for Tyreek and some. Just voted the best player in the league. At least 20 players that are more that would get a 1st round pick. I disagree. I disagree with you respectfully. And I know Dexter. Oh, Dexter, that's why I like talking to Dexter. I could disagree with Dexter. Me and Dexter got good money. I ain't worried about him. Dexter, I'll be willing to bet you there are less than maybe 11 players that would garner a 1st round pick right now. There are a couple of things you got to remember. Youth has to be on your side. Probably, you'll probably have to be elite. That's what I'm trying to say. Right now, as elite as Tyreek is not. Now, okay, this is the other balance. You gotta pay him. I'm not gonna give a 1st round pick and pay you $40 million. The talk last year when we kept talking about Lamar Jackson, one of the reasons why that was such a big deal, Lamar Jackson's only 26 and the MVP. That was before his MVP season last year. That's a 1st round pick. And that's no slight to Tyreek. I'll take Tyreek in a heartbeat. But come on, man. Norman, what's going on, Norman? I'm going to have to change my sounder to my horns in here. What's going on, brother? He said, let's go. I'm going with you, brother. I'm going. Henry's here. What's going on, Henry? Good to see you, my friend. Say, what's up, Uncle Steve, Falcons fans? This foundation is looking pretty good. And can y'all imagine the smile? He already be smiling from ear to ear. Can you imagine the smile on Raheem Morris's face? Matter of fact, I'll take that back. Can you imagine the smile on Jimmy Lake's face when they told Jimmy, hey, bro, we getting ready to bring in Judon? He probably went home and said, baby, go ahead and put in that 5-year lease. We're going to be here for a while. Steven Jackson, what's going on, brother? Good to see you in here on Uncle Steve's Lounge again. As I told y'all before, as y'all coming into the lounge, y'all make sure y'all please hit the like button for me. Whether you're on Facebook, YouTube, get this thing on out there. He says, this team could really be special. How sweet would it be to win it all in the swamp, brother? And remember, y'all, we had opportunity to go to New Orleans after 2012. The unfortunate loss to Colin Kaepernick and the 49ers. I'm telling y'all, there is no right now, and this is not one of those overblown, somebody just going crazy type of statements. We legitimately can be in the Super Bowl with a matter of a couple of transactions. With a couple of major transactions, we can be there. There's no reason that the Falcons can't be there like Dallas, like Philly, like Detroit, like Frisco. There's nothing super special about any of those teams. Frisco, I'm going to give Frisco a little bit of love because they've been to the big game a couple of times over the last couple of years. As much hate as Mr. Shanahan gets in this side of town. But give them credit. But everybody else, who cares? Raymond's in here. What's going on, Raymond? How you feeling, brother? Good to see you. Thanks for joining us here in Uncle Steve's Lounge. Atlanta Bird Gang's in the house. Now that is my brother, Tidy. Y'all got to make sure y'all take care of Tidy over there at the Atlanta Bird Gang. He is on Facebook, one of the largest and best Facebook groups for the Atlanta Falcons. And he's also on YouTube at the Atlanta Bird Gang YouTube channel. Y'all please make sure y'all give my little brother some love on that channel, some subs. Not that he need any, man. He got too many. I need to get some of them subs he got. But anyway, y'all make sure y'all support Tidy. He says, Steve, tell them to get off my boy Dimitrov. He traded for Abraham. I forgot about that. And Tony Gonzalez signed Turner in free agency. Traded up to get Julio. Terry don't even have a winning season yet. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's what I'm trying to tell you. And I understand. Now, I wouldn't want to have him in the war room with me the whole time. Every move that Tidy's putting down there wasn't a draft. But everything, he made a lot of decent moves. As far as free agency is concerned, and from 08 to 12, we had one of the top 5 teams in the NFL, folks. Y'all can hate on the bike rider all you want to. He had us in the house. So I kind of can't give a lot of hate towards him as far as that's concerned. You're right. And David says, I honestly can't wait to see this running game going for the 1-2 punch. So I'm going to tell you something. If health stays in a good place, this offense has the opportunity to do some special things this year. 2016 special? Well, maybe not. But they definitely have an opportunity to do some special things. I really like the running back room. I really like what we're doing at tight end. Even with Warner coming in as a blocking guy, Warner could catch a couple of them too. But that's not going to be his role. I really would have loved to see Fitzgerald get into that role, but Charlie Warner was a sneaky pick. It might be pretty good. Matt Town Dirty said, finally some pass rush. No doubt. No doubt. My brother Smart Rise in here. What's going on, man? Good to see you, brother. He's a great show on. Thank you, sir. This move for Judon makes the Penix pick look genius. I'm trying to tell you. It's not about the short game. Got to be about the long game. The Falcons said today, we about the long game. And I know a lot of y'all when this contract comes out for Judon, it's not going to be long. I'd be shocked if it's over 3 years. Matter of fact, it might end the same year that Cousins in. But I'm telling you, this is going to be nice. Hey, my brother Jonathan Freeman is in the house. What is going on, sir? Good to see you. Thank you for joining us in Uncle Steve's Lounge, man. That's one of my guys, man. I learned from him. Watching that brother on YouTube doing his thing on radio. Always got love for Jonathan. He said, hit the brakes, Uncle Steve. Come on now. Let's see. No, man. No, Jonathan, I can't do it. I got to go full speed. Here's why I got to go full speed, Jonathan. This is why. Over the last 6 years, this fan base has been subjected to not only false and fake prophecy from some of the past folks who've been in here, but we're doing the magic bean thing. We told each other that Matt Ryan still had a couple of good years left. We told each other that Julio was going to be worth all that money that we gave him in the end. We were fooled into thinking Calvin Ridley was going to stick around for the long term. We were fooled into thinking that Todd Gurley was going to get a second chance here and revitalize his career. We were lied to last spring about a guy right now that's going to have a hard time not being cut out there in the desert at the quarterback position this year.
I love Desmond.
So I think every fan is just ready to explode, not because we're hoping and wishing that we're talented. I think because we're talented. I'm looking around all the media outlets, the same media outlets that ignored us over the last couple of years, and now people are perking up. I can only imagine what tomorrow's talk shows are going to be like. Watch and see. Now everybody going to jump on the bandwagon. Watch. The same bandwagon we've been on for the last, my 40-plus years. Now everybody want to jump on the bandwagon. Watch and see. Watch like clockwork tomorrow, folks. Guarantee it. Oh, don't foul because I like how they look. Kelvin, what's going on, sir? Good to see you in the house. He said, good evening, and y'all. With this team, when we get it clicking on all cylinders, I fear no team. Any given Sunday, Super Bowl is a possibility, but it's definitely playoffs or bust. Oh, now I'll tell you this. There's a dark side to this scenario. Because when you throw it out there on the table, when you put your money out there, you're gambling. This is a high risk. Now, high risk, hopefully high reward. But don't get it twisted. Things could always backfire on you. I hope they don't. But it really could. I like every move we've done as far as importing new players in here. You built up the base the last couple of drafts with some of your offensive weapons when we were scratching our heads. Now everything makes sense. And now to be able to put these last couple of defensive pieces in here, to include Jesse Bates, now Matthew Judon, and boy, if we can make the trifecta and get Justin Simmons in here, folks. And don't forget, low-key moves, Caden Ellis, David Onyemata. This could be kind of special. It really could. So I'm not gonna hold back my enthusiasm. I think we're gonna. I am ready to explode with enthusiasm for this team this year. Dexter says those are great points. I was really talking in season. I'm not hating on TD. He brought some greats in. I just love this aggressiveness and how he's getting these players in good bars. Oh, yeah. Listen, everything we were saying, TD doesn't negate some of the stuff that Terry's doing. Now, back to my brother's Tidy's point, 7-10, 7-10, 7-10. So a lot of times, unfortunately, you are what does Bill say? Bill Parcells, you are what your record says you are. So from Terry's standpoint, I'm sure he's getting tired of that. So Dexter, I love that he did it. And I got love for both of them. I really hope this turns out to be that year that Terry can truly not be looking behind his back and not feel like he's on a hot seat. Because that seat was hot for him last year, too. That seat was burning for him last year. And it's kind of cool that he did sneak out and didn't get kicked out with y'all boy Arthur Smith. David says, I'm sitting here looking at the schedule in the first 3 games. I see us 2-1. Pittsburgh and KC are games we're winning. Philly, I don't know. It's so funny. I say the same exact thing. I say the same exact thing. I think Kansas City over the last couple of years has not started the season well because I think they're a finisher more than a starter. And I think Pittsburgh is just in trouble this year. I don't care if it's Justin Fields. I don't care if it's Russell Wilson. I don't care if they go get IU. I'm worried about what they're going to do. I don't think they know what they're going to do against us. In Philly, quite honestly, we can't beat Philly in Philly. I'm just trying to think of the last time we beat Philadelphia in Philadelphia. You know what? I'm about to look that up. The last time the Atlanta Falcons beat the Philadelphia Eagles in Philadelphia. Let's see. And I'm sure it has been a long time. Okay, the series history for Atlanta Falcons. Da 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 da. Okay. Of course, the internet is okay. We have at Philadelphia. Lost. Philadelphia lost. Philadelphia lost at Philadelphia. 2000 and dang, I'm trying to think. 2000. Oh, no, we lost that game in 15. It has been a while, y'all. I'm gonna look at that in 1 second. I don't want to ignore y'all. I'll find out in 1 second. Raven says, "Oh, we can't gamble no worse than our last 3 years." True, true. Nino, what's going on? He says, "Just give Simmons the money." Might as well. Might as well. I knew David was going to come through. David said last time was 2012, and I'm looking on here. He is absolutely right. 30 to 17. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Jonathan chimes in and says Matt Ryan won a few times there. I think definitely won in 12. I'm looking on here. No, that might have been the only time he won, Jonathan. I'm looking. 08, we lost at Philly. 10, we lost at Philly. 12, we won at Philly, and we definitely haven't beat Philly since in Philly since 12. So we won one time in Philadelphia since 2012, and the last time we beat them after that was it's been a long time. Been a long time. John Higgins, what's going on, Big John? He's at Uncle Steve. First 4 games, 4-0 out the box. We will beat Philly on the road this year. I said it. Okay. I hope so. I hope so. Nino, thank you. He said before 2012, it was 1988, twice in 40 years. Bruh, that's right. Because I was just looking at all these things down here. He's right. We haven't done it in a long time. We haven't. Dexter says, ask Kurt, do we think we all in a row? Unc, I'm not scared of Philly. They lost the last 6 out of 7 games last year, and their games was dogfight the whole year. Going to the wire, they had the 32nd pass defense. Their defense did kind of flip on them. They did kind of flip. No doubt. No doubt at all. Henry said, I'm fine with a 2-1 start. Pittsburgh and Philadelphia are high possibility wins. Chiefs lost, I accept, but let's finish strong. Dwayne said 1982. I don't know. Yeah, it's been 1988. That's deep. That's deep. He says Philly always a tough place to play, no matter what team they got. True. And some teams are just our kryptonite. That's what Pittsburgh has been. We haven't beat Pittsburgh in a long time. It's been a long time since we beat Pittsburgh. So, yeah, it's a lot. But listen, y'all, I wanted to jump in. I appreciate y'all. This was definitely what you call a pop-in show. This is your Uncle Steve here. Again, I want to remind everybody, if you're in the Atlanta area and you don't have anything to do this Saturday at noon, we'll be at Bench Warmers watching the Atlanta Falcons versus the Baltimore Ravens with a lot of your favorites there. We're going to be chilling, eating some wings, food. Y'all have some libations there. It's a bar. Knock yourselves out. We'll be there on Thursday. I'm sorry, Thursday. We'll be there on Saturday. I have people there on Thursday. But again, I appreciate y'all joining us here. Again, before y'all leave, make sure y'all hit the like button for me. This is your Uncle Steve, man. Great news today. Breaking news. Atlanta Falcons trade for Matthew Judon, 3rd round pick 2025. Until then, everyone, I hope to see you Saturday at Bench Warmers in Stockbridge. Y'all take care.